Hello everybody, my name's John, a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest pie video. And in this very special pie recipe I'll be making these stunning individual chicken and leek pies using my all butter light and crispy flaky pastry, also known as rough puff pastry. And this recipe is actually from this month's newsletter competition, and I'm pleased to say the winner is Patrick Hicks. Patrick suggested these beautiful individual chicken and leek pies. So, nice one Patrick, great choice. You can see the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. And the link to that page and lots more is in the description box under the video. Just find and click on the word more, and that'll give you access to all the relative links for this video, including our website store products. Okay, let's get on with today's recipe. Right, I'll start by making the filling for these pies. Now this recipe calls for cooked roast chicken breast meat, but you don't always have that at hand. So I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to get the same juicy tender texture using a couple of raw chicken breasts. Get a pan of water up to a slow boil. Add the chicken breasts to the pan. Now bring the water back to a boil. This should take a couple of minutes in real time. Now get the lid on the pan and turn off the heat completely and set your timer for 15 minutes and simply let them sit in the hot water. Once the time's up, carefully lift the breasts onto a cutting board. And following the natural grain of the meat, start pulling or shredding it using a couple of forks. And doing chicken breasts this way is great for all kinds of recipes. And that's all there is to cooking raw chicken breasts to perfection. It's juicy and tender and absolutely delicious. Back to the cooker. Get your butter into a medium-sized saucepan. Once melted, add your finely sliced leeks to the pan and stir fry them for about 5 minutes. Once the leeks are soft, add the finely diced garlic. Now you can season with salt and black pepper. Time to add the flour. And this will thicken the filling once we start adding the stock. Next, add a teaspoon of cider vinegar. The acidity helps balance the richness of butter and cream based sauces, brightening the filling while also enhancing the overall flavour, much like salt does. Time to add the mushrooms. Chicken, leek and mushrooms go so well together in whatever recipe you're making. And if you're not keen on mushrooms, just add a little more chicken instead. Now we can add the chicken stock, but add the stock in 2 halves. I'm using natural chicken stock. If you don't have any, and most people won't have, 1 or 2 chicken stock cubes can be used instead. And in goes the other half. The next ingredient is optional, and it's a teaspoon of whole grain mustard. It does give the filling an extra lift. Now we can add the cream. This also helps thicken the filling. Time to add our pulled chicken breast meat, and simply just fold it in. And the final ingredient is a handful of chopped flat leaf or curly parsley. Right, that's the filling made. Now you need to let it completely cool. You can make this filling the day before and refrigerate it overnight, but I'm just going to float this one in a sink of cold water and it'll be ready to use in 30 minutes. Right, on to making this gorgeous flaky or rough puff pastry. Now freeze your butter for at least 30 minutes before starting. Okay, add the flour to a wide bowl. It's important everything is kept cold for this pastry. I even keep my flour in the fridge overnight when I know I'm making this pastry. Now add the salt to the flour and mix it in. Make a well in the middle of the flour and place your box grater in the hole. Grab your cold butter and coat it in the flour. Now simply start grating it through the large holes in your grater. And so you can keep a grip on the butter, keep dipping it in the flour as you go. Once your grater is half full, empty it and coat it in the flour. Then start grating again until all the butter has gone through the grater. And a very quick mention to the channel's Patreon, PayPal, Super Thanks and YouTube's new membership supporters. I'll do the name splash and shout out a little later in the video. Right, now quickly get the flour and the grated butter thoroughly mixed together. Now get the bowl into the fridge for at least 15 minutes to chill back down again. Time to add the ice cold water. Now I've recommended 140 millilitres, that's 140 grams, but add this a little at a time, and it depends on the flour you used. It may take a little less or it may take a little more water to come together. Just get the pastry to the point where it's workable and not too wet. And use an ordinary dinner knife to start it off. Now go so far with the knife, then get your hands in to finish it off. But do this as quickly as possible. Once you're happy with it, use your scales to divide the dough into 4 equal pieces as shown. And if your measurements were correct at the beginning, each piece should weigh around 192 grams each. And while I'm weighing off that pastry, why not get up to date and join in all the fun with everything that's happening on the channel by joining our monthly newsletter. There'll be a link in the description if you want to check it out. Form each piece into a small disc and get them into a food bag. Now get them into the fridge for at least 30 minutes before using it. Okay, for this recipe I'll be using our 4-pack of 5-inch individual pie tins. And I've greased the tins with a little lard. And for rolling out the pastry, our very own adjustable stainless steel rolling pin. And I've attached the 3mm or 1/8 of an inch pastry spacer. Right, on to rolling out the pastry. Start by dusting your bench with a little flour. Now reshape one of the discs of pastry into an oval shape and give that a light dusting too. Now start rolling out the pastry as shown. We need to roll it out long enough to cut 2 discs out of it. A large one for the base of the pie and a smaller one for the lid of the pie. What you're aiming for, if it makes any sense, is a large egg shape, fat on one end and thin on the other end. And if you have our 19-piece pastry cutters, you need the 16cm one and the 14.5cm one. Once your pastry's big enough, give it another light dusting with flour and cut out your 2 circles. And if you don't have those pastry cutters, try and find something around the same sizes. And if you're interested, we have our very popular pie making kit with these pie tins, the rolling pin and the 19-piece pastry cutters, all in one big money-saving bundle. Now carry on and do the same with the other 3 pieces of pastry. And here's all 8 circles of pastry ready to go. Store them in the fridge until you need them. Before going any further, preheat your oven to 170 degrees Celsius, that's 340 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 3. Time to start assembling these amazing chicken pies. I'll begin by making up the egg wash. Add an egg with a dash of milk to a container and give it a good whisk until it's loose and runny. Place a pastry base over one of the greased pie tins and line it up. Now using your fingers, manipulate the pastry down into the tin like so. Once you're happy with it, grab a spare piece of pastry and use that to push the base pastry right down into the corners of the tin. And this is a great tip for you guys and girls who have long fashionable nails. Now using a fork, prick a few holes in the base of the pastry. This is called docking. It prevents the pastry from puffing up as it bakes in the oven. Right, now get your cold chicken and leek filling and start filling up the pastry case. And as you can see, the filling is even thicker now that it's cold. Fill the case to just below the top of the pastry. Try not to overfill, as this filling does expand some when baking, and you don't want it bursting out of the case. Give the tin a few gentle taps on the bench to even it out and lift any air bubbles. OK, brush egg wash all around the rim of the pastry. Now place one of the pastry lids on top and line it up. Now gently press it down all the way around. Now using your forefingers and thumbs, crimp all the way around the edge of the pie. This creates a good seal. Right, using a dull knife or the back of a blade, trim off the excess pastry. Now go around the pie again once more to tidy it up. Next, cut 2 or 3 vent holes in the middle of the pie. And there you go, that's one pie done and almost ready to bake. And here's all 4 pies complete. All there is to do now is to give them a good coat of the egg wash. Try not to get any egg wash between the pastry and the lip of the tin, as this will stick when baking. And like I always say, it's not the end of the world, but it's a problem that can be easily avoided by being careful. And there you go, all 4 pies done and ready to bake. So get them into your preheated oven, which you should have set to 170 Celsius, that's 340 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 3. Now set your timer for 50 minutes. And if you've been enjoying the recipes here on the channel, why not treat yourself to my 5 recipe books. Each one is packed with many of the dishes you've seen on YouTube, and they include helpful tips and handy QR codes that take you straight to the full video. And we have a very special deal on at the moment. Buy our 5-pack of books on our website only, and the bread book 4 is included absolutely free, saving you a massive £11. So get your order in while the deal lasts. Right, time's up on these gorgeous pies. Let's see how we did. They certainly smell delicious. And they're looking absolutely fantastic. This all butter flaky pastry always goes a wonderful appetizing golden brown colour. And obviously they're far too hot to do anything with at the moment. So I let them sit in the tins for 10 minutes, and when I come back we'll see what these beauties look like on the inside. Can't wait. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, let's see what these wonderful pies are like. Let's first see the bottom of the pies. And they're a nice light golden colour too, and well cooked, and that'll keep the soggy bottom people happy. Right, don't let my asbestos hands fool you, these are still very hot. Okay, time to cut one open and see what they're like on the inside. And I really hope you can see and hear how light and crisp this flaky pastry is. Time for the big reveal. And that mouth-watering chicken and leek filling looks so nice. Right, I've taken a couple of shots for the thumbnail, and at last it's time to give one a try. And the first thing you'll notice is that wonderful pastry. It's beautifully light, flaky, crisp and tender, and a wonderfully buttery flavour. And that pastry with this creamy chicken and leek filling is a match made in heaven. I should be giving this one a double thumbs up, guys, and I really hope you try it. And as promised earlier in the video, here is the latest name splash and shout out list, including YouTube's brand new loyalty membership supporters. And they are Paul Dancy, Jens K3250, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the next one, but you know who you are. And finally, Nellie Brown. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.